Hello, Mr. XBeam. Thank you for allowing me a few minutes of your time. I believe I have some important information to share with you. As a consultant for the Blaze and Glenn Beck, I often see where I can benefit our advertisers with their own corporate websites, in addition to advertising on the Blaze, Glenn Beck, and the Marketplace.com. I am sure I can show you the advantages of framing a customized web analytics initiative for XtremeBeam. As you know, the Blaze is not only an advertiser supported site, but also a subscriber site and an aggregator. With 5 million plus unique visitors a month, it is an excellent source for traffic. However, as I will demonstrate in the next few minutes, there are several other streams of potential revenue you have not incorporated that could make significant positive adjustments in your ROI. Now, we are looking at your company site right here, and I must say at a glance it is quite attractive. However, you have a significant problem. I ran a simple Google search for flashlights, and in the first 3 pages, you never came up in an organic search. This, you might gather, is not a good thing. People generally do not go deeper than 2 or 3 pages unless they are looking for something important and specific and not finding it. I'm going to discuss this more in just a moment, but first let's take a look at a couple that did show up. LA Police Gear does not have near the attractiveness, but it showed up on the first page of an organic search for flashlights. Another one is Optics Planet. Again, not very pretty, but searchers are looking at the site. I decided for illustration purposes to use only one rating surface. I used WebRankStats.com. This is an easy way to compare your site's ranking with others in the same industry. Here is the rating for LA Police Gear. Note the score is 5.42 out of 10, but also the domain title contents. Take a close look. Now, Optics Planet with a score of 6.72, and again, look at the title contents. Now look at XtremeBeam. The score is 1.99. Now, this is not a smaller number wins scenario. This is a poor ranking. Now, take a look at the title contents. Only the name of the company and no other keywords are contained in the title, as is the case with the others. This may not seem like much, but it is a significant difference when discussing analytics, and it can make a huge difference in the amount of unique visitors and inevitably conversions that you will make. Let me show you a few other brief points that on the surface you would never see. Now, this is a ranked page report. These numbers across the board should be much higher, and I'm talking 10 times as high at least. Note the keyword search XtremeBeam does not show up in the top 10, but we'll get back to that. Here's an analysis of traffic sources for the 3 websites. You can see here how high the number is for direct. These are visitors that know the exact site name and type it in. The next number, links, are people clicking on a link in a blog or another website or something similar to that. The next number is important, but you will also find it low in contrast to the other 2 pages. This is the page that is fairly well known and visited by people in a specific industry, and the other 2 are not. The last 3, social media, email, and ads or advertising, are pretty simple and at this point play a very small role in the campaign of the first 2. This is an area you could and should really take a serious look at. Now, looking at the Optics Planet, the number for search and direct are opposite in the direction that they're going. This is a site that is well optimized for search, but not very well known, unlike LA Police Gear. This is one reason why it scores the highest of all 3 in the web rank. Now, for your site, XtremeBeam, the smallest number is the direct approach, and the largest number is the search category. The second largest is links, and the third largest is ads. This is very important. The middle 2 categories can be directly attributed to your coverage on the Blaze and combined to make up almost as much as the search category does. Notice no traffic at all from social media or email. The major difference here is that this is a percentage of visitors. Optics is doing hundreds of thousands every month. LA Police Gear is doing tens of thousands, and you are doing thousands, between 5,000 and 6,000 every month. The incorporations of analytics could conceivably increase your business by 10 to 100 times. These Quantcast charts show a summer drop-off because people look more for flashlights in the darker winter time. Notice they both pick up in the fall. Unfortunately, XtremeBeam does not show up on Quantcast at all. The next 3 tables show keyword searches. Under flashlight, there is no XtremeBeam. Under tactical, again, there is no XtremeBeam. I tried several other keywords and found nothing, so I didn't show them here. Finally, I typed in XtremeBeam and your site came up number one. Now keep in mind, if the consumer already knows the name of the company and wants that brand, they will not conduct a search, and we can see from direct category in the chart above that they overwhelmingly do not know the name. So that brings us to the question, what is web analytics? Well, let's start with what it is not. It is not a single end-all cure-all. It is not a single tool, but a series of tools that measure different data and different pages. It is not evil. I know as a Christian company you must be very concerned about your customers' privacy and security. Web analytics is not about individuals. It's about algorithms, behaviors, and how to recognize certain patterns. It's all about why, where, and when a consumer will make a decision to click through, leave a page, keep looking, or make a purchase. You as a product retailer want to provide your customer with a pleasant shopping and buying experience. This is evident by your site design. You want the customer to be satisfied enough to willingly spread the word about what a fine product you offer. Of course, you want the customer to return in time and purchase more. That is what web analytics is designed to do. Understand how your customers behave and what they respond to and not, and what they like and do not like and why. It all begins with the need to find, research, and purchase what you provide. The first part is to get them to the site, but that is only the beginning. There are so many more layers. You have an excellent marketing program set up through the Blaze with live TV spots on the Blaze TV, banner ads on glenbeck.com, live radio ads on the Glenbeck radio program, and a web page on the marketplace. But there are people that are not aware of the Blaze network, and you want to find those folks as well. Earlier I discussed keywords. There are several ways to use keywords. Use relevant keywords that represent your brand and product and use them in the title text and the body text of your pages. Currently, you do not have a blog, and you could easily start one starting with your existing customer base and an email list. You could begin a social media campaign that promotes your brand on sites like Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. In each effort, you provide subscribers and followers with keyword-rich text and content, all linking back to your site. This is one of the most innovative ways to create a buzz for your brand and get new, qualified, and interested visitors to your website. This is the foundation on which you will build your online presence. Web analytics is not all about numbers, as some will tell you. It only starts with numbers. And the more you have visiting, the more you have to work with. Once you get them there, you want them to follow through. You want to give them options and see how they respond. This is called testing. There is A/B testing and multivariate testing. You can run 2 blasts on an email list and see which one ad gets the best response. Or you can run one campaign across several different social media on email and on the web and see which media works best. The options are endless, and your efforts should be relentless. They will tell you what to do, so do not try and second guess them. Rather, give them the freedom to decide. This is all actionable behavior, and it is the cornerstone for growing your business and increasing your revenue. Make your site accessible. This is another form of testing. Create an app to use with your website. Make the app a smartphone flashlight, as well as a direct link to special and seasonal coupons. Remember, people stop looking for flashlights in the summer. Give an app they can actually use when not buying that will alert them when something special is going on at the store, and then measure the response for demographics, time of year, locations, and so on. All of this is important data, but it is also anonymous. The consumer is never at risk. Finally, you will see what is working and better understand your consumer's behavior. This is where you will see a rapid growth in your conversion rate. As consumers pile into the funnel, many will step out several doors along the way. They may get bored. They may get lost. They may find out your product is not what they're looking for. They may read a bad review written by a competitor, or they may just think you're too expensive. Web analytics will tell you why they do what they do and how to lessen the likelihood that the next customer will follow suit. In time, as the data flows, behavioral understanding will improve and the bottom of the funnel will widen, and more people will start at the top, and even more people will make it through to the bottom and check out. There are dozens of tools that will monitor your website's activity and present it in an easy to understand format with charts and graphs that work like diagnostic tools telling you what is broken and what is working. It's like taking your car to a mechanic because it makes a funny noise. The mechanic plugs the car into a machine that spits out a bunch of gibberish that you may not understand. So the mechanic explains it all in terms that are easy to understand, and a day later your car is running good as new. Except with web analytics, it will be running better than ever before. This is where I come in. You will learn a great deal in the next few months about how successful internet marketing and web analytics work. The problem is, now you are busy growing your business. Later, you will be even busier running your business. You will not have time to do the diagnostic work or maintenance any more than the average home buyer has time to build the house or add on to it later. Let me build your castle while you find creative ways to give me more to do to grow your online presence even more. You've seen what I've presented you thus far. Just imagine what I'll come up with in the next few months. As you get the information and make decisions, continue to build a social media following, improve your product line and internet marketing plan, and experience an interactive relationship online based on trust and loyalty, you will see revenue grow and your ROI broaden. It will not be long, and the foundation you are staking out today will be a shining city on a hill of dreams and success. So when would you like to get started breaking ground?